A federal judge overturns a huge patent violation award in favor of Dish Network. More transparency in cable TV promotional pricing could be reality soon, and some large fiber network expansion plans are scaling back. Those stories and more on This Week in the Broadband Universe. Hello everyone and welcome. I'm Craig Corbin. Cable and satellite TV subscribers may soon find it easier to do comparison shopping for services, including streaming options, if an FCC proposal is approved. Federal Communications Commission Chair Jessica Rosenworcel wants service providers to specify the all-in price in promotional materials and on subscribers' monthly bills. The all-in price would include retransmission and sports networks breakouts, along with programming-related fees. Rosenworcel says that the idea is to eliminate what the FCC calls the misleading practice of labeling those costs as taxes, fees, or surcharges. Dish Network has successfully appealed the $469 million patent violation verdict just less than 2 weeks after a jury found in favor of plaintiff Clearplay. A Utah federal judge has overturned that finding. The case dates back to 2014 when Clearplay, a developer of parental control technology, accused Dish of infringing on 2 of its patented technologies that allow viewers to skip commercials. One of the most impressive broadband success stories nationwide is taking place in the northwest corner of Missouri, where United Electric Cooperative created United Fiber. I spoke this week with General Manager Darren Farnan, and he talked about initially conveying to the co-op board a message of how fiber could be transformative for the region, with benefits in many different ways.
What we're doing is bringing revenue into the co-op. It's taking rate pressure off. It's doing some other things that really benefit us. And after the first couple of years, and they started seeing, like what was happening, they started getting it, right? They started understanding it. The first couple of annual meetings we had weren't, we had some questions, but they started understanding it. Like I said, in the last 4 years, we've given almost $10 million back through rate discounts, through advanced capital credit checks, things like that. So these are things that did not happen before. So it's just made a huge difference. And so that helped us overcome a lot of those challenges. And I'm happy to say that with some of these recent grants we've received, we now have all of our membership in Northwest Missouri will be covered by the end of the year.
United Fiber has now surpassed 28,000 subscribers. Their fiber network, 3,400 miles. You can catch my entire conversation with Darren on the latest edition of the Broadband Universe video podcast. A slowing economy, along with increased costs to deploy fiber optic service, now has a number of large providers scaling back their expansion plans. That from a Bloomberg intelligence report this week. AT&T cutting back on network building by 39%. Verizon expected to extend fiber to 50,000 fewer homes than they did last year. The average cost to deploy fiber in a typical neighborhood, roughly $1,000 per home, along with another $1,000 to actually connect each home. A rebranding in the works for Fubo TV. The sports-focused streaming TV service will now be known as just Fubo. The ad campaign featuring Kevin Garnett, Mark Sanchez is being done by Ryan Reynolds' Maximum Effort Marketing Company. Fubo added 214,000 subscribers during the fourth quarter of 2022, posted a net loss of $152.9 million. Reynolds probably attempting to help his investment just a bit in that company, last year making a deal with Fubo that gave him $30 million in stock when it was trading at $3.47 a share. Fubo stock closed yesterday at $1.04 per share. Last year marked the first season in an 8-year streaming rights deal between Major League Baseball and Apple for their Friday night baseball package. Last year it was free. This year you'll have to pony up $6.99 a month for a subscription to Apple TV Plus. Games will be shown, however, free in bars and restaurants, courtesy of a deal with DirecTV for Business. The first Friday night baseball twin bill just 2 weeks away. That'll be April the 7th, starting at 2 p.m. when the Texas Rangers take on the Chicago Cubs at venerable Wrigley Field, followed by the San Diego Padres taking on the Atlanta Braves. First pitch in that nightcap, 7 p.m. Netflix Basic with ads growing in a hurry. The new tier already surpassing 1 million active users in just the United States alone. According to data by Bloomberg, users grew by more than 500% in month 1 and another 50% in the second month. Results from a survey conducted by Dynata, commissioned by Amdocs, finds that 89% of respondents indicating that their internet access is reliable, 84% saying that internet service is a necessity. Number of homes with more than 9 connected devices has almost doubled in the past 2 years. Finally, it should come as no surprise to anyone that the vast majority of U.S. households now subscribe to a streaming service. Data from Lichtman Research Group showing that 86% of households across the country have at least one streaming service. It would also not be a shock to find that 27% of those streaming video services are being shared by someone outside the household. What do they say? Sharing is caring. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time on This Week in the Broadband Universe.